Hello everyone, and welcome back to Chaosville here, with your Master of Evil for the night, lying in bed on. So, episode 50. Wow, have I really been doing it this long? Jeez. Well, anyways, in front of me I have a travel anchor. This is the second thing from Ender.io that I didn't quite have time last episode to show off. It works just the same, so protected, private, yada. And I've got my my little staff of traveling here, so I can actually see all the stuff. I can even see the Ender.io, the IO that we had last time. So there it is, sitting inside. And the way that travel anchors work is they're sort of like, if that is for your vision, then these are for your body. So let's see, let's pick one. How about this one? This one is right at the bottom of the well, and it's my access to mining at the moment. Speaking of, on that notion, I have 3 new tools. I've got the Lucky Flux Axe, the Sylvie Flux Axe, the Bewitched Edge, and this Hardened Flux Capacitor. So, these are from Redstone Arsenal. They are sort of the go-to tools now that we've lost IC2, we don't have the mining drill. So, I have made these 2 things, because you can enchant these, and they use, instead of durability, or rather, their durability is based on their charge, they never break. What is more and also interesting, however, is that if I push V, see it changes? That is switching between its normal and its empowered state. Now in its normal state, it's just a standard, slightly unbreaking, Silk Touch pickaxe, so that works just normally, fairly speedy. I need to get efficiency onto these, I think. But if I put it into its empowered state, it takes out the block above and below it, and it does the same thing if you're aiming up or down, but of course if you're aiming up or down, you're aiming into a block of air anyways, so it is a little bit directional. And the Lucky Flux Axe has Fortune 3 on it, so I'm using this to pick up ores like redstone and lapis. I'm using this to pick up things like nether quartz whenever I actually want to harvest it. And then there is Bewitched Edge. Ooh, I love this thing. So, this is my new sword, replacing my very ailing diamond sword that didn't do as much good against the Earth element, the Earth Guardian. And it has Sharpness 5 and Looting 3 on it. And if I empower it, it currently does about 10-11 damage. If I get a crit whilst it is empowered, it's closer to 30 damage. You see that little flux damage? That goes up by 3 points. And then there's the sharpness, which gives about 2.5 more damage as well. And then a crit basically doubles damage. So, a crit from this empowered weapon right now can kill an unarmored player in 1 hit. Like, it is absurdly powerful. And then we have the Hardened Flux Capacitor, which is basically the Bat Pack. So, this is holding 400,000 redstone flux power. And I activate it just by shift right-clicking it, and then I just had to keep it in my hotbar, and it will recharge whichever item is in my hand. So if I hold this, yep, we can see it going up there. So if I just have this on my hotbar and activate it, I can just move between my tools freely and not have to worry about them running out of power until this does. So with that in mind, let us head upstairs to our main area. So, there's been a bit of a development around here. I had to make a few more machines to get these tools, and I also expanded the power supply a little bit, so I've got this hardened energy cell, which is currently serving as a sort of emergency battery, in case I am low on ender pearls or whatnot, or I want to have this system running without using the ender pearls for a moment, and I've got 2 ender generators to beef up the power supply a bit more, because these 2 things, the capacitor bank, which is used to recharge my staff of traveling, and the energetic infuser, which is used to recharge my redstone flux stuff, uses up a lot of power. You can see we've already killed whatever energy was in there. So, kind of a pain, but since this holds enough power to recharge the whole thing, then I don't have to worry too much. So, today, we are looking at the Enhanced Portals 3 mod. So, if I look at that. Okay, just for films. So we can make a guidebook, which requires a location card or an identification card and a book, and that will show us a little bit about how this works. And a few paper. 1, 2, 3. Doop Okay, X to clear. I'm getting the hang of more of these. I keep getting... I didn't really use them at all before, but now they're more useful. So I'm getting used to them. I've just realized something is turned on. Go away. Okay. So, a book, and then either an identification card or a location card. Let us go with... Let me see. If I remember correctly, the location card works for specific positions. The identification card works for specific points in the network. Let's go with that. So for that we need more paper, 4 gold, and a bit of lime green. So let's see, lime green, convenience. And more paper. Doop, doop. Okay. And like that, and gold. I have realized I haven't been mining gold as much as I should have been, because I'm running out of it at the moment. But that is not much of a problem. Between Lucky and Silky, it's going to be fairly easy to fix that up. Okay, so booking that gets us the Enhanced Portals manual. I love it when mods have these like handy little manuals you can make. It sort of moves along to the sort of thing I'd like to see a lot more in mods, which is you figure it out as you go. So it's like you get to some point and you, oh, it's that, right, that makes perfect sense. So Enhanced Portals 3 basically takes the portal mechanic of standard Minecraft and massively complexifies it. So we can now do a whole bunch of fun stuff. So the first thing we are going to need is this, the DBS, or Dimensional Bridge Stabilizer, and this is why I mentioned that I might want to try and avoid using some of my ender pearls for a bit, because it requires 4, and we're going to need 8 of the ender pearls in here. But this is basically, it's a multi-block structure. The bigger it is, the more active portals you can run. It requires more power, so it's going to be building in that little hole down to the side there. And this is the multi-block structure that serves as the power plant, like sort of how the altar works for Witchery, this works for the Enhanced Portals system. So let's throw some of these together. I've just noticed how little iron I have. I'm not quite sure how that's managed to happen, actually. Because, like, yeah, there we are, I had a bunch of it on cooking. Must not have finished cooking that. Okay. Well, meanwhile, we better get our actual, like, secondary point, because I want to get to the Nether. I haven't been in the Nether for ages, I haven't had an access to the Nether, and I'm still not entirely certain where I'll turn up if I go through the Nether here. But, before I had the block breaker to smash the portal whenever I wanted a little bit of peace and quiet, well, these will tear out a full side of this very quickly. Not quite as quickly as I'd like, because they don't have efficiency on them just yet, but let's see where we pop out. And oop, just before I do that, I am actually going to set my home point there. Because if this takes me back, if I go back through this portal, I end up back at Tyser and Miles' again, I'm going to be very annoyed. I'll lose half my episode. Okay, so where are we? Okay, we're definitely near some kind of construction. Oh, I think this is... yeah, I think this is where Gar's portal comes out. Well, that's fine. So where are we on the map in here? Okay. Now, with the way that the Enhanced Portals 3 mod works, I can actually put a portal anywhere and have that be my Nether portal, regardless of where it would otherwise come out. So, let me see. If I went to here, I could put a portal in there, in that Nether fortress, and I could have it jaunt me all the way back home whenever I needed it to. So, with that in mind, let's use up a little power. I actually have just realized how little power I have, so I need to not do that so often. Yee. There is usually quite a bit of lag whenever I'm traveling across dimensions this way. I don't quite know why, but it lags the entire server when I do this. Oh well, it's not that big of an issue. It's only briefly and only occasionally, because I mostly use this to get back to the cabin. Mostly back to the cabin, anyways. Have I just crashed the server? Is that actually what's happening? That would be remarkable, considering I'm not even 10 minutes into an episode. It's been a while since I've crashed the server. Well, I say a while. Ah, there we go. Sorry, that was me. Teleporting. Okay, so now we know where that ends up. Let's see how our iron is doing. Oh yeah, I expanded the item system in here. So we're now storing all the brains and string and spider eyes. And it's still getting rid of all of the Chocopedias that turn up, but we're still getting a few interesting things, like a bow here of power. I think that's punch 1 or power 1, I'm not sure which. But I've very recently started getting a lot of statues. So we've got this one for the blaze that are going in there. Currently I've just gotten the dark nexus open so they all die, because like, the blaze don't actually get turned off when there's lights on. If I right click this guy, he makes the noise and sets me on fire. If I right click this guy, he makes the noise and poisons me. The witch one doesn't do anything, so that's mean. Anyways, how is our... Ooh, that's a fun look. How is our iron looking when it wakes up, I guess? Let's sleep a little bit. Okay, can I see my iron yet? Nothing has power. You cannot have drained the entire thing. What the hell? Whoop. Okay, that's interesting. I actually can't access more or less anything. There's power still coming out of this, but all the settings are messed up. What is going on? This is bizarre. No, my inventory's going all manner of crazy now. Huh? What? Okay, I'm gonna re-log, and I'll be back in a moment to see if this has fixed itself. Okay, and we're back. So, that was very strange, but I've now got 51 iron, so let's... okay, so let me see if I can do this trick. So, F to fill the grid, B to balance the items, 5 blocks. Perfect. Actually, that might be one shy. Nope, because we've got a few more here. And, yeah, I have a full coven now, so they are occasionally popping in just to see what I'm doing. It's like having the girls around, I guess, for want of a better term. Doop. And let's grab those. Doop. And... no, it's not just gonna do that once. Okay, so, yeah, we need 12 of these. And I'm gonna put them down here next to our main line of power that comes out of this section. Yep. This was all dug out using my new pickaxes, so it was done very quickly, to say the least. Okay, and now I need to hit it with a wrench, I believe it is, this particular wrench. So it's 3 iron and a bit of nether quartz. Nether quartz is a big, valuable resource in this. So if you don't have any before starting this mod, you're going to need some afterwards. Ooh, that is really hard to see against the texture. But I just went in with Silky and Lucky and I managed to grab a bunch of it. So, there we go. Okay, so that is our Dimensional Bridge Stabilizer, which is fully powered, has no active portals at the moment, 0 instability. Now, instability is a function of how the mod handles having a whole ton of portals active. The more portals you have, the more power it's draining to actually supply them, but whilst it usually tries to supply all of that power at once, it can be told to supply it in increments, but that has the slight downside of increasing the instability. And the instability that can happen as it gets more and more unstable is that you can get damaged, you can get a potion effect on you, all sorts of things. I am probably not going to be running sufficiently large networks for that to become a major issue, but it's something to keep in mind. Okay, so now that we've gotten that, and good god, my inventory is already a mess today. Doop. Now we need to create a portal for where that current portal is. So we are going to need... where is it? It is the portal controller, which we need portal frames for. Portal frames require more iron, stone, and pillared quartz. So, with that in mind, I am actually out of iron now. Wow, that is kind of mildly impressive. Considering I can easily make stacks of this stuff. Clean tin, no? Wow. That is a surprise. Oh, that's where my iron went, and whoop, that's not where I wanted. Can I turn you back? Please tell me I can turn you back. Oh, good. That's where my iron went. Okay, I knew I had more of it. I was surprised where it went. Okay, but anyways, got the iron, so we need a portal controller and a portal frame. So, portal frames, we're going to need a few of these, so I'll actually go grab one of these blocks out again. And then we need stone, which I've got in buckets, thank you, Silky Flux Axe. And portal frame, where's those? Okay, so, grab ourselves some of this, and create some pillars, empty out the grid, doop, grab that, put that there, and my iron needs to be broken. I must break you. Right. Rocky reference for those who thought I could actually not make those references. Anyways, okay, so that's 4. Now the question here is it wiser to make the portal on the other side first? Probably. Just because if I get rid of this thing, then I'm going to have another way out here anyways. But I'll just make the portal here. That seems like a smart thing. And I'll make it 3 wide, because this mod does support, different shapes, sizes, and crucially for our purposes, orientations of portals. So if I stick these around... Okay, and I need 4 more. Easily done. God, that always looks really quick to me. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And... a bit more of that, please. Okay. Doop. Okay. And save 1 to make the portal frame, which is just a diamond. Which I realized I am actually recognizing the katakana for diamond instantaneously. So I guess I'm getting more used to that. Yeah, and that's a portal controller. So that is going to be the crucial part that connects the entire portal to the network. And then you can replace these portal frames with other blocks. So, for example, the Angel Transportation Module, the Iron Transportation Module, Fluids, Module Manipulator, Biometric Identifier, Dialing Device, all sorts. You can use that to, you can replace all of these portal frames with that, but you need to keep the actual portal controller itself perfectly fine. And you'll notice the portal controller shows up on our Wayla, but you can't actually tell what it is. And to fix that, we need some glasses, which are kind of a pain to make. So we might end up doing those, we might not, I don't know. It's been ages since I've had a proper pick, considering I was using, like, steel picks before. That's quite a compliment. Anyways, yup. Yeah, I feel like Superman runs, either Superman or Flash running down a short corridor. Anyways, I'm getting really distracted lately, aren't I? Okay. So, now that we've got our portal there, we need to activate it, and that is done, if I can find it. I think, is it using an identification card? It's using one of these, and I can't remember which. I think it's the location card. So, iron, paper, and blue, which is that. And doop. And paper. 1, 2, 3. Clear, please. Nope, it's not gonna clear. Okay, that's fine by me. Doop. And doop. And doop. Okay, so location card. Now this allows us to tie our new portal to location set, good, to the actual dimensional stabilizer, so that we can tell this portal that it's a part of that stabilizer's network. So if I hit that portal initialized, good, and we don't have any means to actually tell this thing yet what it is, but we can set an exact identifier, and this allows us to really start setting up the network. So here we have basically a point in space. The dimensional bridge stabilizer is described as being a wormhole generator, basically. So we have a point in space, and let us set the, let's see, what would be a good thing to identify the well? Let's go with gas tier, diamond, and coal. So, tiers, water, and rock. Just for my sake of being dramatic. Save that, it's set to private at the moment. And if I tell this to be at a specific place, then I can build another portal, and this will go through. So I'll show you that next episode, because we're actually about out of time now. Wow, I'm really long-winded at explaining things. Maybe I should start explaining things, well, building things ahead of time and explaining them later. But I feel like that's more boring for you guys. But anyways, that is the beginning of the Enhanced Portals mod. If you want to go check out Generic B's Attack on the B Team stuff, he's done some stuff with this that's really cool. Like going to Hassa, the space station, for example. So yeah, I just need to get a way to tell this thing to ignite, and it will be able to dial. But this is presently an exit point, it has no way of dialing, so I need to give it like a dialing device, probably. Which is that. So that is network interface and another diamond. So fairly cheap. And of course, since I'm the only person using enhanced portals on the server at the moment, this has no device to actually connect to. But the dialing device basically turns it into a Stargate. Let me bring up the page in the manual for that. Dialing device, there we go. Okay, upgrade the network interface allows you to dial directly to a specific portal without the requirement of setting up a network. So basically turns your standard output of another portal here to being an access point, a terminal. But as I say, we need to set up another one, and I'm a little low on time. So I will show off the start of the network next time. And then we're going to get back at our would-be vandal. I promise, I swear. So I'll have all the stuff ready ahead of time for that. And with that in mind, she's standing right behind me. Wow. I shall catch you all next time. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and or a favorite. Follow me on Twitter and subscribe to be notified of future updates. You can also check out the website where most other content is uploaded. That's all for now. Catch you later.